Today is Thursday, February 12th, 2026. Another day in the sim and another baseline green day for me. All right. Ended the day with $1.13 worth of profit ratio. And that was my high of the day. I ended at my high and then I shut her down. A pretty slow morning. Really up until about 8:15, 8:20 or so, it was really slow. I was just kind of taking little shooters for 4 or 5 cents here and there. My biggest losing trade was my very first trade. I lost 15 cents on that. My biggest winner came later on in the morning at 20 cents. But either way, both sides I averaged a 6 cent winner and a 6 cent loser. So it was real little shooters today. But my accuracy, I had 62% accuracy, so that stepped up the wins versus the losers for me this morning. I took 74 trades, and I had a break even trade. 4 of them were break even. 28 losers in all. 4 of those 28 were break even trades, so not too bad. Like I said, it was really slow. Then right around 8 o'clock or so, NVCR started taking off, and uh, I was able to make some profit with that. I was really accurate with it, and I think I got like 15 or 20 winners off of that. And right at the opening bell, I was sitting at basically $1 worth of profit ratio. I knew I was somewhere right around $1, maybe like $1.05. And I said, okay, I'm done. And then, after I had that thought, FSLY started taking off, and I took 6 more trades and only went green on. No, I took 7 more trades, went green on 4 of the 7, and I went from $1 at. Now that I've done my report card, I knew that I didn't get very far ahead. I went from $1.03 to $1.13 after 7 trades. I had 4 winners, 3-cent winner, then a 10-cent loser, then a 7-cent winner, then a 13-cent loser, and then a 16-cent winner, and then a 3-cent loser, and a 3-cent winner. And that got me back to my high of the morning, and then I called it done. I was getting chopped up on it. My timing was off just enough to reverse kind of the little moves I was trying to make on it, and I shut her down. Now I took my last trade at 8:37, so just shortly after the opening bell. Um, I tried. It wasn't there. I moved on. It was a really slow morning. I woke up feeling like crap. I almost slept in this morning instead of traded. I got a real congesty. I feel like I had a fever when I was sleeping last night. I don't know that for sure, but just the way I felt when I woke up and the way I was kind of dreaming last night, it reminded me of like a fever type scenario. So I don't know, just real groggy. And in the morning was so slow. I was sitting here just waiting for a 5 cent setup, and I would get into a certain setup, and then if I timed it just wrong, the whole thing I was shooting for was all out of whack. So I should have sat on my hands a little more than I did. Um, but either way, I ended up stacking some winners there towards the end of the morning and ended up above my baseline goal. So another green day, another goal plus day, and a pretty nice level of accuracy. Not as good as yesterday. Yesterday was an awesome day. A plus yesterday. I'll give myself like a B today. I should have been more patient and take less trades, especially earlier on this morning when nothing was really moving. But it is what it is, and I didn't really do any damage, and I was able to stack some winners, so I can't complain too hard. That being said, it's almost the end of the week now. We got Friday, and then this coming week, I'm going to start trading with my actual margin account, and it's going to be a short week. I'm pretty sure we're off Monday for President's Day. So, um, that being said, hopefully there's a little bit of momentum for a Friday morning, and we can have some good vibes to sit on for the long weekend. All right.